Today I'm going to show you how to make my favorite Italian loaf bread. This bread is perfect for the cozy fall season. First, you're going to want to take 1.5 tablespoons of yeast and a 1/2 cup of warm water, not too hot, and then a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to mix it all together and let it sit until it looks like this. Let me show you. I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt. Then you're going to take 3 tablespoons of sugar. My daughter Jolene wants to help. We're going to put in 6 cups of flour. Okay, let me get my lovely assistant. Oh, everybody, how we put it in. Good job. 1,
2,
4. Okay, so now that we have our 4 cups of flour, we are going to add a 1/2 cup of olive oil and 2 cups of very hot water. And then the yeast mixture. We're going to add in the other 2 cups of flour as we go, just kind of to get it all mixed in really good. We're going to get our 1/2 cup of olive oil.
I'm not happy.
There we go. Now we're getting our 2 cups of very hot water, okay? Like it's got to be as hot as piping hot as you can get it. Look at how bubbly our yeast mixture is. It's literally almost overflowing in the bowl. Jolene, my assistant, is going to help us put this into the mixer, right, Jolene? The bowl in. Good job. Okay, now we're going to close our mixer and we're going to start mixing. Oh, thank you, honey, but we don't need that one. You want your bread hook. Okay, ready? Yeah, it's looking good. It takes a little time to get mixed up. And then as this gets mixed up a little, we're going to start adding in those other 2 cups of flour.
And open them.
Yep. Okay, so Jolene is going to put in the other cup of flour. All right, here is the 6th cup of flour going in. You got it? Good job.
Mom, here.
I got my little bread fairy. Our dough is mixing. Everything is looking good so far. I just want to note that if you have access to high gluten flour, get it, because it really does make a difference in the bread. It just makes it so much fluffier. And honestly, I didn't even know about high gluten flour until I met this really amazing Amish woman, and she gave me one of her bread recipes. She told me that the reason why a lot of the Amish bread is so good is because they use a high gluten flour. So I actually buy my high gluten flour from the local Amish store, which is like an hour from my house. When we go, we just get like a huge bag of it, and we get it and we store it in food grade buckets. So if you can get some high gluten flour, I definitely would. But regular flour or bread flour would work just as good. These are my 2 buckets of high gluten flour, and we have these stored in food grade storage buckets. All right, we're starting to get like a dough formed here. It's starting to look really, really good.
Wow.
So you want to knead your bread for about 10 minutes. You can do that by hand, or if you're lucky enough and have a mixer, you can do it that way. I'm doing it the lazy way with the mixer. Usually, like while my bread is kneading, I will like clean up my dishes and my workspace and stuff like that. You want to get a clean glass bowl, preferably glass if you have it, and spray it with some baking spray. Now our dough is done, and we are going to go and put it in this bowl, and we're going to cover it for 1 hour. You might get your hands a little sticky because the dough is going to be a tad sticky, but that's okay. You want it like that. Just get it into like a ball or like a blob shape. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Should look like this in your bowl. And now we're going to cover it with saran wrap and a warm cloth. I have these cover mates. They stretch 9 to 14 inches. They work so good. It just covers it so nicely, just like that. And we're going to take our cloth. I have the flour sack cloth because I love those, but any regular towel will do just fine, okay? All right, so our bread is covered. We are gonna let it rise for 1 hour, and then we'll be back. Okay, so our bread is done rising. Now we're gonna take it out, form it into a loaf, and then we're gonna let it rise for a little bit longer. Okay, it should feel a little bit sticky, but not like sticking to your hands. Jolene's upset because she wanted to spread the flour all over the floor, and I told her no. So if you hear crying, that is why. Anyways, just want to knead it for a minute or so. And you can cut this into 2 loaves, but today I'm just going to do 1 big loaf. I have the loaf ready to go. I'm going to cover it for another 30 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, here is how our bread is looking. Okay, we're gonna cut some slits in our bread and then we're gonna coat it with an egg wash. We're gonna put it in at 400 for about 25 to 30 minutes. To make an egg wash, you do 1 egg and a tablespoon of water. This loaf is huge.
The other one is from your...
Yeah, this is like perfect bread. Look at that.